as you listen to Barbara and Carrie, they took you from the beginning, the recruitment piece, then they shared with you about the modules, they shared with you about the simulations and their interactions, and then after you finished all of your modules and all of your coursework, and you apply and you get that job, you're hired as an assistant principal, that's when the coaching piece comes in. You're very, very fortunate to have a professional coach who's been trained through the new teacher center. They have a school leadership team, and 2 representatives came to Richmond in the spring and have trained several coaches that are just waiting and ready for their opportunity to work with assistant principals. As I said, it's based on the NTC class model, which is coaching leaders to obtain student success. That model includes working with coaches and using strategies and techniques that they could be facilitated, they could be instructional, it could be collaborative, but a lot of listening, a lot of questioning, and a lot of problem solving. And what's wonderful is that this will certainly help to accelerate the learning process, because you will have real-time feedback as well as support. As they visit they will come to you, it'll be individual on-site coaching, where they will come at least twice a month, spend 2 or 3 hours. They will shadow you, go with you to classes, be with you as you observe, go to meetings. Whatever your walk is as an assistant principal, the coach will be there for you. There will be lots, and the key factor here is the coach's commitment to confidentiality. The coach is not evaluating you, it's a non-evaluative piece there, but they're for you. You get a chance to build that trust, and you just, right now I am a practicing coach with a young man in Chesterfield, and we talk on the phone, we email, but you have the same opportunity. The key thing is it's a partnership. The communication is expected. It's a partnership orally as well as a written partnership. And the basic thing is to maintain communication with your coach. Trust them. As I said, they've been trained. They're in waiting, as you would say, for those persons who will be hired as assistant principals to serve in a Richmond Public Schools secondary school.
Well, it's my time up. Again, I'm Terry Dozier. I'm the director of the Center for Teacher Leadership, and I also want to add my thanks for all of you coming out after a very long day at school, and especially this week before the holidays. I still remember those days with my students, and this is a pretty hectic and stressful time, so it does speak volumes about your commitment. I'm going to walk you through the application process, because after hearing both how the coursework, the learning takes place in Project All, and the kind of support that you're going to get, I know that you're ready to get out there and look at that application and think through what this process looks like. What we are looking for, and this is why I'm involved, I've never been an administrator, and I've really, quite honestly, as a teacher, never had a desire to, but the way I got involved in this project is that I know if we are going to have administrators who are instructional leaders and really know how to not only be a teacher in a classroom, but know how to help others become better teachers, then we've got to find teacher leaders, individuals who are already instructional leaders within their classrooms. And so then this program will help fill in other gaps that you might need as far as the knowledge and skills to be an administrator. But we really believe that first and foremost, and especially in an urban school system, if we're going to improve the outcomes for students, that it really does start with the highest quality teaching in our classrooms, and the best kind of administrator then is one who understands instruction and how to develop that in others. So I got involved with this project actually at the very beginning in helping to write the grant, and that was my piece of it. I said, we are looking for teacher leaders, teachers who really are passionate about teaching. They're excellent teachers, and I know I was talking to a couple of you, and one of you said, I really love teaching, so I'm not sure this is for you. And that's exactly the kind of person we're looking for. We're looking for those individuals who love teaching and have a passion for it and want all kids to be successful and all teachers to be the best that they can be. So with that as the context, and I think you all picked up the little brochures, and some of you have been online to look at you know, the application itself. But in terms of eligibility for the project, you have to have been a teacher in Richmond Public Schools for at least 3 years. The idea behind that is A, you're an experienced teacher, and B, you really have already a commitment to Richmond Public Schools. So that's the first criteria in terms of who we're looking for. In the first cohort, we actually expected people to already have a master's degree, since this was a postmaster's certificate. But as you heard earlier, we made a decision with the second learning group that we would welcome individuals who might not already have that master's degree, but who would be committed to earning that master's degree in administration and supervision by getting first the 21 free tuition credit hours, and then committing, and this is an important commitment, so listen carefully, committing to completing that master's degree by the following summer of 2013. And the reason for that is that the way this project is funded is through, as you heard, a federal grant, and that is the requirement that at the end of a particular period, these individuals have to, you know, have gone through this program and be eligible then to have that endorsement in administration and supervision. So that's a requirement for that. So if you are in that position, and the brochure has kind of a note to you, if you're taking that second option, that you don't already have a master's degree, but you were going to use the 21 credits to complete a master's degree, the additional 12 credit hours would be at your own expense. So you need to know that up front. And the other thing, again, I want to be clear about, again, because of the requirements of the grant that's funding this project, is that if you do have a master's degree, it has to be in something other than administration and supervision. And the reason for that, of course, is the idea behind this project is not only to prepare the best administrators possible, but to increase the pool of qualified administrators. So if you already have a master's degree in administration and supervision, that really isn't helping us increase that pool. So just wanted to point that out. And then you can look at the bullet there about, you know, what kind of licensure you need, and it's pretty expansive there, so I would imagine most of you would qualify. In terms of the application process, you can go online right now, and some of you have already done that, and look at the application. It's a traditional written application with you know, a lot of demographic information requiring you to, you know, get recommendations, to upload a resume, and we are asking you as well, in terms of the application, to just lost my train of thought, to answer questions, yes, answer essay questions that really get at the heart of, you know, your understanding of instruction and effectiveness in the classroom, and why you want to become an administrator in Richmond Public Schools. In addition, this learning cohort will be doing a resiliency test. That's an online test that you will do, and you will print out the results, and that will be included in your application, along with recommendations. And the recommendations actually have to come to us with a, you know, signed over a seal and come directly to us. So it would be your responsibility to get those recommendations out to the appropriate people, one of whom must be your current principal. Now, the first tier of screening for Project All is just, are you qualified? You know, do you meet all of those qualifications I said? If you have a master's degree, is it in something other than supervision administration? Have you taught for 3 years in Richmond Public Schools? And do you have the letters of recommendation? Did you answer the essay questions and that kind of thing? Then there is a search committee that will be composed of VCU, Project All staff, as well as RPS central office leaders, and perhaps even a principal or two, who will read the applications and determine who we would like to invite in for a personal interview. And so then you'll be invited in for an interview. And as a result of that, we will also be scheduling, and this is the part that I am so excited about because, again, I told you I'm the director of the Center for Teacher Leadership, and our emphasis is on instructional leadership and people who really know instruction well. There will be unannounced classroom observations. So there will be a team, there will be at least 2 of us who will come out, and typically it'll be a VCU person and an RPS person, unannounced, and observe you in the classroom. And all of that information will be brought back in making the final decisions about who will be selected to go forward in this second learning cohort for Project All. And I think I've covered everything.